Hello and welcome to a special video. By popular demand, I have decided to make a series of videos on how to improve your squat. There's just too much to talk about in one video when it comes to the benefits of squat and form and safety and accessories and loading strategies and so on. But I will be making videos regarding each and every topic I just mentioned. But today is only about position and the form, and of course safety, because they all go hand in hand. Now, if the very first thing you need to do, and remember, these videos are meant for anyone out there who's just about to start squatting or has been squatting for a while but is stuck at a certain point and feels that the weight is not increasing. So I think that you will find value out of these videos. The benefit of squat is not only it engages all your leg muscles, but it also engages your core, your glutes, your shoulders a little bit, your arms as well. So it engages a large group of muscles. And for me, for example, when I started weightlifting, I had knee pain all the time. And that was because I just wasn't using the correct form. And these are the mistakes I made. And as soon as I started diving deep into the form, the bar position, the safety, the loading strategies, the accessory work, and so on, the knee pain went away. I started getting stronger, my squat went up, and I now enjoy doing squats instead of dreading going to the gym that I just have to do squats today. With that said, let's get started. And we are going to start first with the bar position. Now, there are two ways you can hold the bar, is low bar or high bar. I personally do high bar because I just can't do low bar. My flexibility is not there for me to support the low bar. So I'm going to concentrate mainly on the high bar because high bar will engage your core more than the low bar. So approach the bar. Just simply go under it, unrack. Now this is high bar position. I hope you can see that. So I'll just turn this way. So right there. So you don't want the bar to be up here where it's sitting on your neck. You'd want it right here so it's on your shoulders. So next, I'm going to show you the hand position. Personally, because of the flexibility, I cannot keep the hands close to my body. But if you can, I recommend you keep them, the closer the better. Elbows should be pointing down instead of sideways. That's a mistake I've made many times, and again, I keep making that mistake, and that is because of the part of the flexibility and part of not really paying attention. So this is what it should look like. Hands as close as possible to your body, and then elbows pointing down instead of outwards. That's a mistake I've made, and I again keep making it. But elbows right here instead of here. See the difference? Because as you're going to come up with the weight, the arms tend to push the weight, and as you push it, it'll push it onto your neck. If elbows are pointing sideways, as you push up, as you come up with the weight, then you tend to push sideways the weight, so which is going to push the weight onto your neck and put all the strain on your lower back. So elbows down, and then you're pushing up as you're coming up. So make it much easier. Another reason why I'd want to keep the hands as close as possible to your body is so you can create a kind of meaty shelf here, so the bar is not sitting directly on your spine. Don't worry about the amount of weight you can lift if you're just starting to squat. That shouldn't be your primary focus. Your primary focus would be how to get the hand position in, the bar position right, and how to get the correct form. Don't worry about the weight. Let's talk about the form. When it comes to the form, there are a lot of things one needs to remember. And when you're powerlifting, the last thing you want to do is think. So that's why you'd want to work on the techniques to the point that they come naturally to you. You're not thinking, I got to chest out proud. Where are my hands? How far, how close? Where are the elbows pointing? Where am I breaking first? Where are my knees pointing? Where are my feet positioned? You don't want to be thinking about these. That's why you should keep practicing on these to the point that they start coming naturally to you. That is when you start getting the full benefit of the squat. So that's when you start seeing improvement, weight going up, no joint pains, no knee pains, no lower back pain, and you will be amazed then how quickly your squat will improve from there. So the stance, we know this much, that they should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And feet, so now I'm just going to bring them in for the purpose of demonstrating. What we want to do is have them pointing in a V shape. Now the V shape depends, of course, everybody is different, and you might have to adjust it to a little closer or wider, but in general, anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees, then wherever you feel comfortable within that 5 to 10 degrees, then that should be the feet position. Now, as your feet point outward, and as you go down, your knees should also follow the same toe direction. Instead of just going down, you just point them outward. And then you break at the hips. So hips out, and then keep extending your hips and your butt until you reach a minimum of a parallel position. So basically parallel means that your hip aligns with your knee joint, and it should look at least like this. If you want and if you can go down here as I prefer. That's entirely up to you. So this is what it should look like. Breathe in, brace, chest. I forgot to mention chest proudly out, because that's also going to help you with creating that meaty shelf on your back for the bar to sit comfortable and not hit your spine. Break at hips and keep your knees pointing towards your toes as you're going down and up, and then explode up. Now we are going to talk about safety. And if you have watched some of my videos before, you probably have seen me fail at a certain weight, and I had to get rid of the weight, so I had to get that weight off my shoulder. So as I'm down here, if I cannot come up, I just toss it backwards, and that's it. Now, you might want to be careful depending where you're working out. You want to make sure that there are no people around you that the weight could roll and hurt them. Or if you have a spotter, you want to make sure that you let that spotter know that, hey, I'm just tossing the weight off my shoulder, so be careful. So keep that in mind. And if you're using the power racks with the extensions, then again, the same strategy. So instead of actually leaning forward, so if you're in this position, don't lean forward and let the weight rest onto those extensions, but rather straighten your back and kind of mini toss the weight, if you will. And that's it. So there are going to be at least 3 more videos. So the next one is going to be about accessory work, and then the one after that is going to be about loading phases, and then probably I'll do another video where I'll be talking about amount of sets and reps and how often you should squat per week and how often you should do accessory work and what breaks you should be taking in between, the sets and so on. So there are going to be at least another 3 videos. And I hope these tips help you improve your squat and your form, and I hope they help you in your squat journey. They definitely helped me. And with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next workout session.